In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I needed the world at stake. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black.
Thank you for tuning in to Blurred's Eye View. I'm your host, Chris Fury. Thank you for tuning in. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe bell, that notification bell on YouTube. Go to that subscribe button also on YouTube, and find us on Twitch as well, Facebook and IG. With me, we have our co-host, DC, my man on the boards, the Hooded Wonder. What's happening?
Oh, shit. Hey.
It's always...
Well, because I wasn't... Man, you got to go to somebody else first. I'm not... in my, who the fuck is Dad 9 Ishmael Street? Okay.
Who's
Word.
That?
Know.
That is now. Oh, that is not a noun. That's okay. Yeah, just subscribe. Okay, thanks, That is now.
Yeah. People with these weird names, yo.
That's a long name, though. That is a long name.
This is John from the Hughes Cow checking in.
John from the Hughes Cow. What's going on, man?
Work, sleep, tired, anguish.
In that order?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Next up, we have our purveyor of fine antiquities, our queen of memes.
Wait, I was just thinking the hood. She's the purveyor of fine antiquities.
And nigga. No,
it's gonna be another show where I'm like 6, man. Fuck.
No, don't say that, DC. That's so. It's so true. No, don't.
By the end of this month, I'm be like the 10th nigga on this show. Like I'm just.
I have to share this because I wouldn't be me if I didn't TMI it. So you know, Chris has us all backstage, and he's bringing us out as he wills, but he can see us backstage. Mm-hmm. So while the little music was going, I was like, let me text my boo a picture real quick. Then I said, hold up. I'm still on camera. I can't whip titties out on the backstage.
Oh, yeah, man. Can't nobody see it with you and Chris.
That's the problem. And it was so funny.
But
right when and Big Titty Girls can relate to this, right when I was about to do the dip and scoop up and take out from the front, I said, whoa. He's on camera.
She's gotten comfortable with this. Oh my God.
So I did. I got way too comfortable. I said, and I had put the camera down too because I put my phone down here. Like, yeah, that's the angle. And I said, wait a minute.
With your little names.
I probably shouldn't tell her that I can see backstage now too, huh?
No, Kenny. I would have been devastated.
I would have broke another watch. Shit.
Exactly. That is an inside joke.
I don't even have my watch on.
Episodes ago.
Just for such
Oh
occasion.
my god.
First up we have
Like
our
my watch
guest.
is behind me, it would have fell behind its own.
Just would have broke.
First up, we have our guest, Isis Asare. She's the founder of Sister Sci-Fi. Tell us about Sister Sci-Fi.
So first, I have to go back. I want to know the backstory behind the first broken watch.
Oh,
Cut her camera off.
oh, Isis, smell my eyes. Let me tell you a story.
This is going to be interesting.
Well, this has been fun. I'm leaving.
So, it was about 6 some odd months ago.
It was
some
a
odd.
minute ago. Some
odd months ago. We all happened to be on a show, and it was an after show where we usually just hang out for a little bit and decompress. And Candy was in one of her purveyor of dresses. It was a nice black dress. It was a low cut. Not that I was looking or anything. It just happened to be.
It was one of the
on screen.
fabric joints. So you know
So-
how that comes up around your neck. That's what it was.
It was coming around her neck. Like it was falling apart. You ever see that movie with 50 Cent, All Things Fall Apart? It was like that. It was just anemic, and it wasn't holding on too well. It was like
Not
one
anemic.
fabric was
Oh my
deal with
God.
life. It was just like holding on for dear
It was
life.
like Teresa's rap career. It didn't hold on.
It didn't hold up well.
Okay.
It just
Okay.
so I happened to be looking, and I was taking my watch off playing with it, and I looked up, and like one just was like about to fly away, like one titty just almost
As
went
a matter of
this way.
fact, it was. She was telling me about a cosplay. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
she was
what it
like, yeah, so I got
It
this
was- it
cosplay.
was
She's doing this,
Starfire.
and
It
then
was
she was like,
Showgirl
yeah.
Starfire.
So much with my hand, so it's all everything.
She almost
is
talked them
this.
loose. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, girl, it was Zumba.
And I was like, oh, Jesus, you bitch.
He was like, ah.
Eh.
I've been until DC because he's not one to be speechless, and he was like, and
I didn't know what. How do you tell
Did he
somebody
get a
like, hey, your titty almost popped out there. I just want to let you know.
It was almost.
It was
Yeah, it
definitely
was-
an almost
No,
situation.
it's
4 seconds from loneliness.
I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it. So,
Well,
Yeah,
before
and
we-
then the
before we
Needless to
get-
say, I dropped my
before we
watch.
get to- before we get to talking to you.
What you got?
about Sister
You got a
Sci-Fi.
video, Chris?
yeah. Chris is like,
Oh, he was like, before we get to her, let's play this footage.
back to Sister Sci-Fi. I'm here for it.
And back to
So
you.
yeah, let's talk about Sister Sci-Fi. I like the premise behind it. I like what it's about. Let's tell the people what it's all about.
Sister Sci-Fi is the first Black-owned bookstore focused on science fiction and fantasy in the U.S., as validated by the American Booksellers Association. We started February 2nd, 2019. Oh, yeah, look at the URL. So, yeah, we have about 100 titles, and we have merch, so T-shirts, tote bags, some graphic novels. So, yeah.
It's dope because Octavia literature by like people like Octavia Butler, and it deals in Afro-Futurism. I've seen some like the book deals that you have, like the package deals you have, like bundles. They have everything that you can think of, from Afro-Futurism, voodoo, mysticism, fantasy, magical realms, you name it, and it's by Black women and Native American women, and which is something we don't get to see a lot of. And I really enjoy seeing that type of stuff. And for those who don't know who Afro-Futurism is, if you've seen me and Candy's favorite show, Lovecraft Country, one of the episodes dealt with one of the main characters, and it was very, very futuristic, in time travel and inhabiting other mindsets and other time periods, and going into the future, going into the past, and just you name it, it was there. And we're here for it. So where else can they find Sister Sci-Fi?
Oh, right. So it's Instagram at Sister Sci-Fi, Facebook at Sister Sci-Fi, Twitter at Sister Sci-Fi. You'll see a theme. It's all at Sister Sci-Fi.
Yes.
Sometimes, every once in a while, we're on YouTube, and maybe one day we'll be on Pinterest, and possibly we'll be on TikTok. So anywhere where Black people get together, you can find Sister Sci-Fi.
And where are you
So
located?
everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Where are you located?
Yeah, Sister Sci-Fi is based out of Oakland, California. So we actually fulfill orders out of a Black-owned co-working space called Oak Stop. People are always like, yeah, can we come kick it with you? Don't just pull up on Oak Stop, because we're most likely not there. We're heads down fulfilling orders. But shoot us an email if you feel so inclined, and if we're around, we'll like let you come down and you can watch us fulfill orders if for some reason you want to do that.
So
you know, there
what
are some
are
weird people that like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Man, be careful with inviting people to watch you fulfill orders.
Okay. They're like, we want to fulfill orders, all right.
It's not that. All right.
I like the way you pack that book in that box.
I like when you use styrofoam.
Wrap it tighter. No safe word.
Packing peanuts.
What?
Packing peanuts.
So-
They still use them?
Get out of here.
Bubble wrap.
Weirdo.
Oh
Shred
no,
the
bubble
paper.
wrap might be popping.
Yeah,
exactly.
Bubble wrap?
Stand in
That
the
is
corner
the
with some
area.
bubble wrap and drool on his
Right.
face.
So from your perspective, who are some of your favorite writers that deal in this?
Oh my god. You know, like I think as a bookstore owner, I'm not supposed to have a favorite, but I'm like, fuck it, I have a favorite. So I've been recommending Unkindness of Ghosts by River Solomon solidly for like 3 years. And I think people at one point would be like, girl, ain't you tired of recommending that book? I'm like, no. And the thing about it is that it's set in the future on a spaceship where you have the social structure of the antebellum South. And when I heard that, I was like, no, I'm not about this book. But River Solomon wrote some really powerful and smart characters. The main character is gender non-conforming and neurodivergent. So I just like that intersectionality of all of that stuff. And yeah, it was just like a really smart book. I like the science in it and the technology. So I enjoyed it. So that's one of my favorite books on the site. I also like Nayla Hopkinson's Midnight Robber for a lot of the same reasons. So yeah. And also there are books that even if you've read a lot of Afro-Futurism, you may not have read those two books yet.
It's really dope because I was on the website last week actually, and just looking at just the different varieties that they have. Like they have Naomi, which is now a CW show, and they have Naomi, so they talk about that, and they just, you name it, it's pretty much there. A lot, like I mentioned earlier, Octavia Butler, and then you really don't get to see too much of this, and I'm glad. And it's I think this is something that it's really starting to come to a head now, or not come to a head, but really starting to come to the surface to be shown more. When you have artists like Janelle Monáe, who really deals in that whole realm of futuristic funk type stuff, you know, and it's just put it your mind in that type. And speaking of which, she does antebellum, you know, so those type of venues and those type of spaces which need to be discussed, which needs to be talked about and seen. I commend you. I'm glad there's something out there like that to see. You also have book clubs as well, right?
We do. So I was like, yeah, I forgot to mention the virtual events. So we love virtual events. We do Wind Down Wednesdays. It's kind of like this without Candace. Candace, you should come on our. Y'all are all welcomed on the Wind Down Wednesdays, but like Candace, especially if you wearing one of those strappy numbers, you're definitely invited.
It's a different kind of book club.
That's our Instagram live.
As her bosoms heave with delight.
Oh my God.
You know that's how they write those books.
Not as her bosom. Jesus.
I don't know why, but that's how they write all of them.
Coffee.
It's like,
so yeah, and then we do like some Zoom book clubs. We have a graphic novel club, which is led by Fabulous Magazine, where we talk about a different graphic novel. We have author talks, which are always a lot of fun. So yeah, a lot of different where people, regardless of where you are in the world, can join. Yeah.
And this is every Wednesday?
Wind Down Wednesdays is every Wednesdays. The graphic novel club is on Saturdays. And then the book clubs are when I feel so inclined. So just
in other words, people, Wednesday, Saturday, and whenever she feels like it, y'all should be there.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. That's Sister Sci-Fi. That's SISTA, Black Vernacular Sci-Fi.
Yes.
And what time?
Wind Down Wednesdays is at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. And on our Instagram account.
We're definitely gonna make a date to come and check you guys.
Yay! That would be so awesome.
Marking calendar.
It's all about the support. It's all about the support. Oh man. So our next guest is Jason Richardson, operator and owner of J1 Studios. He is here to talk about Ajaka lost in Rome. And you know what?
No, we don't know. Chris, tell us.
I'm about to show you.
Oh, that one.
Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to our YouTube page. You're about to watch something very exciting. We hope you're going to love it. We've cooked it for a long time, and now you're about to see the trailer of Ajaka Lost in Rome. Let's hear your comments after you watch. See you after.
That
This-
was awesome.
We don't get to
And
see too much.
that was actually just a announcement for just showing the trailer at another convention.
Yeah.
That was like, yeah. So we have like a project that we're putting together with Kickstarter, and I own J1 Studios. I'm joining with Spoof Animation, and even with the owner of That Is Not a Noun, the show.
Yes.
And we are pretty much trying to put together the blackest thing you can imagine. It is blackety black. Like we're talking
Back
about,
Forrest Whitaker's neck.
yeah, we're talking about the story of King Ajaka. So it's the story of an African king. You're giving the energy and I guess imagination of what you've seen in stories like Gladiator and God of War, but with an African king.
But black.
And on top of that, we also are, when I say this is like the culmination of blackness, the best way I can, literally we have Nigerian writers, a Nigerian creator behind it, the Nigerian animation studio consisting of men and women.
That's dope.
Then on top of that, with the help of J1 Studios, well, you already know I'm black. And I'm making this all get out. So, like,
Wait,
you like,
Really? Couldn't tell. Are you sure?
I know, right? So you get all that in there, and then, Ishmael Street, who's from That Is Not a Noun, is a brother. Like, I mean, come on. Like, we had to put it on Black History Month for the Kickstarter. What better month to do it?
No.
So, like, I'm gonna just say it real raw because you know how I get sometimes.
Tell it.
take the condom off. Say it.
Say it. Yes.
Yo, listen.
Say it.
Raw dog the comment.
Yo, real talk. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody on Twitter talking about they support black this, black that, if they don't support something like this. I mean, like, you hear people talk about it on Twitter and on social media that they want representation in animation, in anime, and all that. This is literally representative of our people and our culture, not just on the surface of just the visuals, but behind the scenes it's black. Like,
Get no blacker.
It don't get no blacker than this, baby. Like, I'm just saying, it don't get no blacker than this. And it's funny because somebody went on the comments of the Kickstarter and actually said something like that too. I know it was a white guy, but he wasn't wrong though. He was just like, considering how people clamor on Twitter about black projects, I'm surprised like this ain't even like blown up. Like
where's the support
and it's
at?
done so well because I think a thing in our community across the board we'll all complain about is the quality, right? So we'll be like, well, I want to support this black that, but for whatever reason, sometimes the quality's not there, the professionalism isn't there. You literally didn't miss a beat with this. You did not miss a beat with this. So it's like, why not? Now you about to get some of my coins.
Oh yeah, Jay already knows what's going on my.
But yeah, and here's the thing: we're not even asking for a lot out of it because we're putting together a 10-minute pitch video with this funding, And then from there, we're gonna talk to hit up Amazon and Netflix and all that stuff to try to put together, say, like an 8 episode series.
Would you want that all dropped at once, or do you want it to go week by week?
I probably want it week by week.
Yeah,
because people care more.
Make them
when it's
come
week
in.
by week.
Make them come in.
It makes, because I miss that, and I love that they do that with Disney. I ain't gonna front. Like I love Netflix and all that stuff. But I like how Disney handles it and how HBO handles it. They were like, here's an episode, maybe 2. Come back next week.
Exactly.
Because it makes you keep coming back to the
and they're
app.
like, you're going to keep that subscription. There's no watching this and canceling us.
Right, exactly.
Disney's a drug
You're
dealer.
at least going to watch. You at least going to stay for like 2 months before you cancel.
And then by that time, we'll hook you in with something else.
Too late. Yeah. Something doesn't come out.
Totally too late.
I think it's something, it's something, and once again, this is something that we really need to see more. Like the trailer is fucking dope. Like,
I see about 4 Sparta kicks, and I was all for it. I was like, yes, kick him in the chest.
If you go on my official J1 Studios Instagram, you'll see other clips that show like other scenes, because it's bloody.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because I mean, it's gladiator battles. Like, they're not high fiving.
I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
They going for broke, you know. Like,
yeah, I was already following. Yeah,
and just that. Yeah, and just that little bit alone, just for those few seconds, you know, you would think that it's already like on a streaming service or to some, because I mean, the quality is sweet. I love the way it looks, you know, and so I'm just like, why don't we see more? Let me see. I'm gonna show you the trailer, the teaser that he sent me.
Yeah, I think I sent you there's a 45-second one. That's yeah.
Let me show you that one now. There it is.
And we had one. I don't know where that one is, but there's one where you see somebody get like diced, and it's just like entrails. Like,
we should have played that one.
That one, I don't think I have that one, but I'll look for it in a second. But
that's on the IG. That's on my IG.
Yeah, that's on the IG one. Yeah. So that, dude. Oh my god.
I posted it. Here's what's funny. I posted it in all the, like, because I'm either affiliated or own a lot of these black nerd scenes and sections, and on Facebook or wherever. And
in other words, he's saying, get your ass out there, Blur community, and support this thing. The Kickstarter's up. Quit playing around.
We
got a month. Let's get it up there so they can get us something that represents us. Because that, if you lit this past through your fingers, you have no one to blame but yourself.
Indeed.
Yeah. Like, this is literally the ultimate form of black representation. Male, we're talking male and female, like just in the animation studio by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like if you go to the Kickstarter, and watch the main video, I actually show clips of the animation crew, and you see men and women animating this stuff, all from Nigeria. Like,
and I love that you did that too, because some people are quick, even within our community, to try to pick something apart. Recently, it just happened with the team that got the Shark Tank. Thank you. And they're like, hey, there's people behind the scenes that are in higher positions that's working with them, and they're not of color. Now, I don't think that's always bothered people, but now that we're more focused on ownership and having our voices heard in rooms we're typically not in, it means a lot to people now. But what I love about you showing that is it's literally no excuse for anybody not to support it, even more so, because it's like, I have crossed T's, I've dotted I's, that's it. Run the money.
Right.
Just run the money at this point.
Like, run your money, son.
That's
Come
it.
on.
So I'm excited about that for sure.
Tell them some of the tiers, some of the tiers they have. Like, what's the rewards with some of the tiers?
Like we have your standard tiers. We have a range of tiers from the $40 to $60 and $100 tiers. If we can get like 180 straight up, if we get 180 people, that's not a lot of backers when it comes to animation projects. That's literally like almost like 1 or 2% of the amount of people that usually back animation projects. We're asking for just 180 people to buy the $100 tier. The $100 tier, well, all the tiers, you get the digital 10-minute pitch video, which is going to be like a scene from like the story. You're also going to get, with the $100 one, I know you get like the PDF of the like the art book that shows like the character designs, background sketches, painted backgrounds, storyboards, all that stuff. And then you get there's the wallpapers for your phone and for your computer. There's two for your phone, 2 for your computer. You also get obviously a thank you email. Like we ain't gonna just be like later. Like we gonna be like thank you. Then we're gonna throw in stuff like I work with a company and we've talked about this before. I model for this company. Inkster Prints, and they do a lot of the shirts for J1 Studios and VT Heroes and all my other projects. So we're gonna throw in a T-shirt for Ajaka. Like it's gonna be an Ajaka T-shirt, not this. This is Hello Kitty.
I want that shirt as well. You throw it. If you want me to buy.
I just need that right there.
This
I
is
have
my
a list
Hello
of
Kitty.
I need that plus culture. I need that.
My Hero Academia Hello Kitty shirt. So don't mind me.
Basically that.
Then on top of that, we're gonna be sending you an actual 18 by 24 poster for certain tiers. These are all things that you can get in there. Then once we start getting into like the crazy stuff, you can actually get your likeness in the 10-minute pitch video. Like you can be one of the spectators. That's a $750 tier. And think about it, in animation, that's not a lot to get. That's a sweet deal. Yeah. Like $750, you get all that stuff plus your likeness will flash up during one of the, during those sequences where you see other people like fighting and dying and all that stuff. There's going to be the spectators where the screen's going to split like 3 or 4 at a time, like that, and it's all going to be a different reaction. One of them will be you, like, yes, and then there's the $1,500 tier, which you get your likeness as one of the dignitaries sitting with like your servants watching the battle. And that's a whole full screenshot that you could even screenshot and save as another wallpaper of just you.
Yeah, that sounds even cooler. I like the whole servants thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you had me a servants. Yes. Give me a bag of Cheetos and I'm good.
Right. But then we go, I decided, let's go an extra step, right?
There's more.
There's more. Well, wait, there's more. So with the $2,500 tier, you get your likeness, you get all that stuff. You get your likeness as a dignitary, not as a spectator. You're a dignitary. You get all that same stuff. Poster, the shirt, all that stuff. Plus, you get, at the end credits, you are listed as an executive co-producer.
Oh.
Or a co-executive producer.
Yeah, come on, putting that in your LinkedIn. Like, I actually...
Exactly. I am a co-producer, niggas.
Exactly.
You must not know who I am. Drinking with
like you're like, oh, is that why I prefer blood? Like you gotta take it that next step. You just drink blood. Like you don't even drink wine.
Drinking blood.
How did it find it?
I'm just gonna be like, is that blood you're drinking on the Wine Down Wednesdays? Girl, don't worry about it. It's about
don't worry about me.
Yes. This is a baby.
But since
I bathe in milk and I drink blood. Stop it. Like
I mean, that does sound like it keeps the skin clear. I'm just saying.
I mean, people think I'm like in my 20s, early 30s.
Confirmed.
And I'm not. I'm not.
You heard it here first.
I'm 43. I'll be 44 this year. Like,
I hate
hey.
I'm sorry.
I hate you so much. Mad, wild, unnecessary.
That's what I do best.
That's your new tagline. That's your mission statement. Mad, wild, unnecessary. That's how
mad,
you
spicy,
yourself.
and unnecessary.
But that's how you pitch yourself from now on.
Oh my God. This is such a, for the both of you, really. The concepts, and shout out to Spoof Animations for bringing up something like this, because this is by far something like you're hearing more in literature, you're hearing more now in animation, in writing, in the film world, in television world. It's there now. The platforms are there, and in most cases, we're under somebody else's thumb. But in the case of you, Isis, and you, Jason, you're creating your own. You're creating your own platform. You're creating your own way to say, hey, look, we don't have to be under, Disney and Marvel. We don't have to be under Warner Brothers or Paramount or anybody. That we're making our own. At least not yet, anyway.
Yeah, I was like, they can send them checks, though.
Look, I'll still accept my checks if I have to do another thing for them. Like, if I have to do another Marvel thing, come on, I'm gonna jump on it. Like,
I'm about to say the Marvel checks don't sound too bad. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo,
I'll take one just for whatever. They're like, hey man, we need you to be dead corpse in the back. It's $1,500. How dead you want me, player?
Man, listen. I feel the way Marvel works, like the money's already there. They send people to get you like you're doing this, and it's like, okay,
yeah.
okay.
I don't know where we're going or who this is picking me up.
We own you now.
So I think it's beautiful because, like for Jason, it shows kids that, because like my son wants to do animation. I know Candy's son does animation. They show these kids that you don't have to be afraid to do it. Like there's an avenue for it now, and even more and more like the last, let's say 3 years since the panoramic started, a lot of people has been starting their own thing and doing their own thing, and it's been beautiful to see the explosion of just creativity all over the place. Like I don't sleep because there's a lot of people creating stuff, and I'm like, I gotta stay up with these cats, because if not, I don't want to get left behind. Like I'm constantly trying to create just to keep my shelf start, but to just be it with them people, because it's a beautiful thing. I know Chris and Candy do the same thing. Just trying to cosplay, just trying to stay up, because there's so much being created right now. It's such a beautiful time. It's like it's a utopia. Like if you look around, you have your Night Mages, you have Hellspawn, you have you guys, you have Black Sands. Like it's just so many different people.
I like
that's
that.
just
It's
created.
like that it's more than just
one.
I didn't even know that y'all were out here. That's what makes it crazy. I was doing like my cosplay thing to myself, and then someone was like, yo, we got like a whole community. So I had made a page like last May. I was like, sure. And then it's like, oh, we have Black people that write sci-fi books and do this and that. And of course I know that happens, but when you realize, wow, this is somebody that I can just like talk to. This is somebody who lives in the same state as me. This is actually something that really happens. And to have that representation, like DC was saying, for the kids is huge, especially, not that I try to tear off Black folks, but I'm about to tear off Black folks. I love when my people with the dreads come out representing, because I'm like, y'all black and black to black, y'all. Like I'm Black, y'all are Black. And I just love that. I love that somebody that has your beautiful skin, your beautiful hair can be like, hey, I run this. I'm the CEO. I created this. You can do it too, and you don't have to fit this mold. Right. He's like, yes, setting it up.
Yes. Compliment me more. Feed me. Your adulations.
You kind of feel like you got to fit a certain mold of Blackness to make it. And it doesn't have to be that way. And I love people making their own way and saying, I'm going to look how I want to look. I'm going to talk how I want to talk. Y'all aren't going to be able to put me in this bubble. Not if you want this product, because at the end of the day, we're always going to be the hot ones on the market. They always going to try to bite us and copy. We're the line. So I love that you guys are so authentically yourselves in your creative space. I love it so much. It is.
Can I echo that sentiment as somebody who likes to walk in their realness? I appreciate y'all. I feel like anybody who's walking in their real like truth, just being themselves no matter what, that's what you got to do. Like you can't be cowtelling to people like stimming like, you know what I'm saying, just trying to not be you for somebody else to feel special. Fuck all that. You got to be you all day, every day, 24/7. And I like that y'all do that. That is. My man Jason, like she was feeding him compliments. He's like, "Yes, feed me more." Continue.
Well,
I was missing the big banana leaf fan and the grapes.
Has that ever been a struggle at one point in time? Whether it was years ago or even now, have you ever struggled like, God, am I going to have to like go a different way to make this door open? Or did you always know I'm just going to stay the course?
This is for both of you.
Yeah, for both of y'all.
Jay Rich, you want to go first? Or
Go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah, I spent a long time in corporate America. I think for me, particularly since Wine Candy, thank you for that, because I feel really seen. One of Sister Sci-Fi's brand tenets is literally authenticity, right? Like, it's not just to be Black, but it's to be very authentic and, you know, real about how we represent the culture, like how we define it, right? And so being in corporate America, like there was always that question. And I remember like finishing grad school and like, it was interview season and everybody's like, I got to go ahead and press my hair. And I was like, yeah, I got locks. So I'm committed to this. So, and if they don't want to hire me because I don't have locks, then that's great because I don't want to be there. Right. And I really had to have that conversation with my classmates. And like that decision kind of just amplified throughout my life. I mean, don't get me wrong. I definitely struggled in corporate America. Right. But it's important to like, be clear, like this is how I'm going to stand up like in like very intentionally in how I communicate my culture, my essence, my being, what I'm passionate about. So yeah, thank you so much for noticing that.
Oh, you're welcome. Right. Next up, the diva.
The diva.
Yeah, because as he was talking, he was like, "Yes, let me fix my mane."
Randy Orton. Oh, Randy Orton used to be
Listen, I'm actually waiting. I just got back from a photo shoot where I was a vampire master with my vampire queen.
I love it.
She's actually an singer-actress friend of mine, who in one of my commercials for VT Heroes, my fighting game.
All right. You better plug,
plug, baby, plug.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. What am I? Yes.
I'm doing a lot. It seems.
Do it.
Talk about it.
Plug it on.
I told Jason I was coming to work with you.
You guys were talking about. You all were talking about. Like kids not knowing that they can, that there's us in this industry. And when I was doing this stuff, I was in corporate America. I had these locks in corporate America. I was the raisin in the rice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm taking that. Let's write that down.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Put it on a t-shirt.
Guess what? Probably tonight it'll be up in my Etsy. Like,
I need about 5 of those.
Right.
All in different colors, not because they're for anybody else.
Cup, and I gotta draw up a bowl of rice and then have like one little raisin.
Big ass raisin on it. Sitting there.
But yeah, I speak at a lot of schools. I speak at a lot of, from elementary to colleges, and so I've been doing this stuff since 2006. I've been, working on games, doing voice acting. I created J1Con, the anime gaming convention. I created music festivals that feature a lot of, people of color, doing different kinds of stuff, from techno to industrial to whatever. Like, and it's just the one thing that stuck with me. I spoke at this predominantly Black charter school. They didn't have a lot of money, so I was like, yo, hook me up with a sandwich and something to drink. I ain't charging you for my appearance. Like, I'll just come and speak, whatever. It's all good. I went there, I spoke, we took this picture, we did a selfie, or they took a picture of me with like some of the kids in the school, and like almost all the kids jumped into the pictures, like hundreds of brown, and it was just beautiful. And I was just happy to see all that. But the kids came up to me afterwards and were like, we didn't know we were allowed to do this. Because I was showing them, hey, I worked on anime, I worked on manga, or I did something on TV or movies or whatever. and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know we were allowed to do that." Blew my mind.
It's so true.
Before
and then sometimes it's not like encouraged and nurtured enough at home, because it's very much still looked at by like some of our parents and parents as that white people shit, that's weird shit. And it's like, no, we're not a monolith. We like different things, and there's space for us here. They just didn't know it. So that's why we're always talking about and pushing the representation across the board, whether it's Chris coming up with this podcast and what you two beautiful people are doing. It's like we need to fill all these spaces, because we have digested so much of people that don't look like us and don't live like us for decades. And the people are tired. I know I am. So it's just, listen, the snaps, you know it's real when they do the snaps for you.
Right.
Because the white man, no. I don't want to get you banned, Chris, but it's the truth. So I'm already.
All right, we'll see you guys next season.
Yeah, right. We'll blame it all on Chris. Like, I didn't know. I
didn't know he was going to say that.
No. So that is amazing that you could share that experience with those kids, and they could see and they can touch you and just know that it's okay.
It's
and
real.
Someone can show you too. Yeah, it's real. God, yes, DC, it's real.
It's a real opportunity.
So
This
Isa,
was so
before we
amazing.
let you go, we go ahead and let everybody know where you at.
So again, Isis Asare with Sister Sci-Fi, your new favorite book boutique. Visit us on the socials. Check out our website. We're always doing virtual events. So yeah, I'd love to see y'all in cyberspace. So thank you so much. This was
Appreciate you coming on.
Awesome. Thank you for your time. And then we're gonna wind down while she winds down. I'm ready.
All right.
Bye. Enjoy.
Thanks, Isis, for joining us.
Bye.
How great was she? Just enjoy.
Definitely.
Amazing.
So,
Black
Encyclopedia. Yes, Sheena Howard's Encyclopedia of Black Comics.
Because I'm black, y'all.
We need.
You know what this is? This is an encyclopedia about all the influential Black people in comics.
Add to cart.
From like the 30s,
up
until now.
And there were quite a few. They unspoken of because they weren't under the main two houses. They're there,
right? I mean, even certain Black vampires are even in that.
Yes, certain. Yes, certain.
Oh, do tell.
Wait, was one played by Sir Eddie of Murphy's? No, I'm kidding.
Sir Eddie of Murphy.
Wesley of Snipes.
Wesley of the Snipes. Can we, how bomb would it be if we could say our names like Game of Thrones-ish? You would sound like so great, like Darius of the Chambers.
The House of Chambers.
The House of Chambers sounds hard as hell.
I'm about to start doing that shit. Fuck it. I don't need nobody's permission.
Hard.
No, you don't need anyone's permission. Like, you can do that. But like it is really cool, like seeing, like, I love representation. I'm all about that. I hate pandering, but I love representation because there's a difference, and people try to fight over whether there's a difference or not. And there is. You know when when you're being pandered to, like you know.
That's why Twitter be eating their asses up.
Prime example. And I've spoken of it before. Prime example, that Fantastic Four with Michael B. Jordan. The first thing I said was, "Why?"
Or the Black Superman movie.
It's the way they worded it.
Right, it's how they market it. Like even when they do stuff, like I'm for them doing that movie.
However,
like the character's a separate character. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm fine with that. But the way they market it, they're like, it always has that feel of, hey, blacks.
Oh, always.
Yeah.
Always.
Hey, here it is. Hey, niggas. Here's a little bone. Take this and shut the fuck up.
This what you want? This what you guys want? Here it is.
This what you're looking for.
Okay.
Oh, you're tired of seeing white Superman. Here's a black one.
Right.
Which is wild because I'm like, I remember reading on Reddit one time, which can be a shit show when you go down those rabbit holes.
That Twitter.
Oh God, it's so bad. But I was agreeing with someone years ago when they were saying, all right, we can bust out some new POC characters. or go to ones that are a little more obscure and build them up instead of trying to regurgitate the same 2 or 3 people to us. Because don't get me wrong, Storm is my Omega Bay. But unless y'all really going to do it right, which I still am doubting.
They haven't done it yet.
They've yet. But I'm doubting you're going to do it right now because y'all so thirsty from the billions that Black Panther made. It's just like, what else? And it's like, no, don't just give us shit. That was done well. So you can't just give us stuff and we just go in droves like that again and make y'all $1 billion. It's not going to work like that. We don't work like that. So I completely agreed with that commenter. Like, hey, we have other characters and creators out here that can bring different stories. I don't care about you trying to push a Black Superman. Give me someone else. Give me something separate. Martian Manhunter. Where he at? I can send him colored. Like, give him to me. Do that. Or didn't they say they were gonna are they still doing a Green Lantern?
They are. But it's such a it's weird.
Yeah, they're gonna Channing Tatum that shit and like Gambit scrap it because
it's a mess right now.
Okay. It's horrible.
They can't even figure out. They can't even figure
Everybody
out. Everybody
sounds so depressed.
It's so
awful.
Bad. It was like you
gave
it to us at the end. You gave it to us at the end. You gave it to us at the end of Arrow and had everybody hyped, and then now you're doing this weird balancing act. And HBO Max is saying, "Oh, we're going to do our own separate thing," and it's like, but you're under the same umbrella.
Blacks allowed.
That's how I know why you playing.
But they're not. They kind of are.
Mm-hmm.
Because CW has its own contracts that run separate. That's why they've even talked about selling the CW because it doesn't hurt Warner Brothers' bottom line.
Exactly.
They had I know they've renamed. It used to be Warner Brothers Animation, then it became CW Animation. Now I think it's back to Warner Brothers Animation.
Right.
They thought CW was going to be the move. They thought that was going to be the vibe, and then it wasn't. And so
took that money back.
I was over there. When I was over in LA, they literally I have pictures that I post on my Facebook of like the old WB light sign with the frog where he go like
WB.
Remember everybody used to dance in front of the little light.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they did! Oh, the bulb. They were those bulb lights because that represents Hollywood, baby. So
right.
The Wayans brothers.
They still have that, but it's It's on the lot, but it's hidden away.
Oh, it's obscure.
They changed the logo. No, it's not for the public to see.
Yeah,
There's a section
they just covered it with like a too small sheet, and he's like, "Wait a minute."
Oh, they got a whole.
I know those lights.
Area. They got a whole area of like, you got to be in.
No.
To even see that.
Like,
they're like, you don't have clearance to be over here.
It's level 5. You're a level 2. Get out of here, boy.
Pretty much, scram, nerd.
It's just a velvet rope that stops us, though.
I went over there with my phone and was like, hey.
And ran off.
I was actually behind the scenes, so I was able to do that stuff. Like you'd be surprised at how cool it is, though, because like the streets that you see in all those sitcoms and all those dramas, like Gilmore Girls and stuff like Friends and all that stuff.
Oh, don't tell me it's the same street. Oh, ruin my childhood. Damn.
They just changed the signs.
I didn't know that until I saw behind the scenes thing about Sex in the City, and they're like, 227 was also filmed here, and so is this, and so is that, and I was like,
yeah,
you don't care,
married charlatans.
On that same set, I was at the scene where the first T-Rex chase scene in the first Jurassic Park. And then I walked, like we drove like a minute or two around the corner, and we were at Merlotte's from True Blood, the bar at True Blood.
Oh my God.
And then literally right next door was the mansion from Mad Men. And then next to that, like a few feet away, is the house, the main, Young Sheldon's house, like his house, like in the series. And then
good neighborhood to live in.
We went to the steps where Batman and Bane fought, Dark Knight Rises, and then part of the train set from the first one, the Batman Begins. I get to see all this cool stuff, flex all day.
While you're at home, I and doing hot boy shit.
I sat on the same steps as Bane.
Real hot boy shit.
Right, I'm up here like, I sell these diamonds. You want these diamonds?
Yeah, pretty much.
I can't even show them. Wow, I tried to flex. But
they're so bright. You
So
can't
bright.
even
So bright.
It's nothing but lights.
Oh.
The sun.
My boobs are defeated by the watch.
And if he throws it away, it's like, it's too bright. I got another one.
See, I was about to Spider-Man it and be like, the power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
Peter.
Peter, my boy.
See,
I
you see, I got my
love that they have
Edith. You got
iconic
my
lights
Edith
like
on. We rocking those Ediths. Hey.
I didn't think it was for me. I was like, dude,
I
what?
was like, oh, okay, he got money.
That's
That's
my
real.
weird.
He got money.
Get up, beat up Parker.
We over here like, damn, lens crafters ain't do us right. Where you get them?
Right? But then I'm over
Jarvis,
here eating ramen noodles like
For a year.
for a year. Yeah, I ain't gonna front. Like, no matter how successful, like financially or whatever, whatever, I will never give up instant noodles because I love them. They really keep me charged. While I'm working on like a book or something, if I'm drawing up a book or a poster or we're doing anything like working on a game, had that hot bowl sitting right there, just
It's a fucking quarter. You can't pass that up. I don't care if I had $1 billion.
There's just certain stuff.
Go out and get me like a 6-pack of shrimp.
Here's $5. Give me 20 packs of fucking noodles.
Or I don't care how much money I have. I'm still going to be mad if some places like, oh, we charge for extra sauce. No, I don't want to be charged for a packet. Throw that shit right. Throw that shit in the bag.
Is that coming out of your check?
Right. Peasant, are you paying for
Pretty
it?
much
30 cents.
And I don't care if I can pay for it 10 times over. It's the principle. It's the damn principle. If I order
That's how you go broke.
You know good and damn well, I don't need just one Chipotle ranch sauce. Give me 3 and go about your day.
I've tried.
Like,
I
are you
go to a
paying
lot
for
of chain
biscuits,
restaurants, and I went to Chipotle. That was weird. It was cool. I think I wasn't 100% sold on it.
Was this your first time?
Yeah, it was like.
See, that's what it is. It's the
It
first
was,
time, man.
it was like a couple of years ago, like a few years ago, and I was like,
Come on over. Now, you know what's weird? Fucking Moe's. Them bastards have the nerve to yell at you when you come in the door. That shit pisses me
Before
off.
I have to go too. I went to Moe's out of desperation a couple of days ago, and it was very much like fucking somebody you shouldn't go back to, but you're like, and then when you do, you're like, I knew I shouldn't have been.
I regret it.
And I afterwards I felt dirty. I had to take a shower. I hated
Chipotle.
that.
You rolled by Chipotle, and the motherfuckers was looking at you out the window.
Man, and then what makes it worse? Keeping to the same analogy, you're sleeping with one person, thinking about somebody else. I'm eating Moe's, like damn.
Thinking about Chipotle.
I was like, is this steak even steak? Why I do that? Everything tastes different. I don't like this.
Say my
But
regular
then you're
rice.
in true black spirit. Your ancestors is like, nah, you pay for this shit. You gotta eat it. So I'm like, damn.
You gotta
I
eat
had to
it.
finish the food, but I was
Got to see it through, my boy.
Did you
Got
yell
to
at
see
it?
it through.
Did you tell it to hurry up and finish?
You know what's funny? You're like, just finish.
Smacking on the chest. Hurry up. God
Are you
damn.
done? No, but what
finished?
made it funny is after I was done with the bowl, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It was still sitting in front of my work computer, and I was just staring at it like, I can't believe I even
In disgust?
ate that shit. Yeah, I was mad. I was looking at the bowl.
And it was-
Smoking a cigarette like,
a bad
what the
You
fuck
fucking
did I just do?
Hold up. It was probably sitting on the couch with like a towel over his crotch. Like,
Looking at you like, what we doing after this?
No, wait. I was looking at the Chipotle. Look, I was looking at the Moe's bowl. Like, so what you about to do? Cause I
gotta pick up my kids at 3.
Wait a minute, DC. My son can't know you here, so you gotta go. Like, you gotta
My brother
I got
coming to
something
fix
to
my
do.
radiator. I'm gonna have to ask you to
I got
leave.
something to do. So if you busy, we can get the Uber to pick you up.
right. I can.
I can
That
call
motherfucker bowl at you like, no, I cleared my schedule. I ain't got nothing else to do today.
Yeah, but I can't. I can't. When I get home.
Friends have told me about trying to kick girls out have been epic.
Oh, my
I didn't know
God.
we really did shit like that. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, even my current bae was like, nah, I've had to tell girls a couple times, so what you about to do? Because it's almost 12 o'clock.
I gotta
Like,
take a
why are you
mad
still
shit,
here?
man. I don't want you to smell this.
No, I literally one girl I straight up was like, you know what? I'm out. And this is my own place.
Oh shit! My nigga left his own house.
I left for the weekend.
Oh my god!
Yeah. As you locking up, like, I didn't plan on leaving, I know, but something just came up. Got this weird text message from a nigga in Albuquerque. Said meeting, don't take a left, make a right.
Oh man,
I had to bounce because, like, one, I didn't know how to not be rude about it. But then after a while,
there's no nice way to say anything.
You gotta hit him over the head with it like a brick, man. Like, hey, it's time to go.
I've actually told, like, I've been in situations where I'm like, look.
Not with an actual break, philosophical,
I
metaphorical
like,
break.
She
was like, "Oh my god, he's hitting with bricks."
No, because I heard
he keeps a brick by the bed.
I typically feel like the only person in the right.
I hear brick, and sometimes I'm thinking drugs. So I'm just like, what?
Oh no! Here, take this coke and leave.
Take this brick and go.
Go see Manuel. Go see Manuel down at the docks.
Take her right at the bodega and don't look back.
Don't look at Manny in the eyes because he's a little crazy.
They always tell you not to look someone in the eye that got fucked up stuff.
Yeah, but he already got fucked up eyes and shit, like way up here and over there. How can I not look at this motherfucking eyes? I want to know if you're looking at me.
Well, Jason,
hey, what are you looking at, brother? Focus. Shit.
You need to look where you need to go where you looking. That's what you need to go.
Oh boy, in that Dave Chappelle skit when they was about to beat up Charlie Murphy, and he was like one of his Rick James bodyguards' eyes was going all over the place, and licking his lips. I was like, what is going on?
The fuck, are you looking at me or her? Like, look at your lips. I'm gonna need you to calm down on that first of all.
Hey, Rick James told him, do with him whatever you like, and he I'm
gonna show this trailer one more time before we get out of here because, damn, it's that good. Go show some support. Here we go. Jaka Lost in Rome Kickstarter. That is a Jaka Lost in Rome. I don't know what you're not doing with your life if you haven't gotten it, but here's the Kickstarter. If you're watching the show, it's up right now. So be sure to check that out. Jason, where else can they find you? Shout out to Spoof Animation on top of that.
Definitely give a shout out to Spoof Animation. You could find, just go to anything J1 Studios, like go on Facebook and all that stuff. Go to j1studios.com because we do news and reviews and all that other stuff. We talk about all the cool trailers of games, anime, all that stuff. We also have our YouTube channel where we have matches of VT Heroes starring different streamers and YouTubers that come over to the studios to, battle in matches with commentary and everything. And you can see my Body Wash commercial on there too.
I love the body wash commercial.
I'm not doing enough. He's a hustler.
No, his body wash commercial is hilarious. I see the Spider-Man. You said you have another one?
No. Just that one. I might do another one though.
Okay.
I'll do another one.
He's like, it depends on what the fans want.
Right.
Oh man.
What they want.
Thanks for coming.
I don't know what to do with my TikTok. People force me to get a TikTok, and I'm like,
oh no, do it, because especially if you're consistent and creative with the content, it just skyrockets people for no reason.
It pays off.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it though. Like, I'm just like,
that's the beauty of TikTok. It doesn't fucking matter.
Exactly.
It really doesn't at this point.
TikTok is like TV.
I see the dude slap a girl with a fish.
You're changing channels if you remember cable, because I don't have cable. But you just channel surfing. That's TikTok. You just swipe and you're like, what the fuck is going on? It's down
before
around.
You know it, it's 3 a.m. and you have to go to work.
Pretty much.
So, Candy,
you sit there look.
At Candy B Cosplay, you can. Oh, the girls was girling.
Oh,
you can. Sometimes you have to check yourself out, ladies. You can click on my link tree in my bio, and that's where you can see
these clips.
Charity. The
you said clips are okay. Clips. Okay.
Definitely said. Well, I mean, I need some money for this. Like, if
they're gonna love these tits. I need more pictures of tits.
I need more pictures of tits.
They're gonna love them.
I would never have what's it called? I would never have OnlyFans and then be like begging people to support it, because I've seen that a couple of times in our community, and that's a little secondhand embarrassing. Because if you are literally showing everything and people still aren't buying, you need a different business to go into.
See, if they're paying you to put your clothes back on, you might want to check your line of work.
We need to rethink. But anyway,
I got $5. You throw that shirt back on, please.
Put it back on slowly. Yeah, put it back on.
20 if you put it on faster.
Wow. Shirt back on. Wow.
Put your pants on. Wow. It is 100 to put your pants on. Just keep it on.
The Linktree does not have titties, but it does have great charities, causes that I really stand behind. It has all of the event planning information I'm getting to. The adult prom is going to be coming up. I'm super excited about that. I've already booked my first princess party. I'm very excited about that opportunity and the representation out there. Yes, I'm very excited. I'm going to be doing a Harlem Renaissance parties, a bunny ball. That's going to be fun.
Wait, no, you won me over when you said Harlem Renaissance Ball.
Oh no, that's going to be definitely for the grown and sexy. I'm talking, it's going to be like authentic. I want it to feel like Cab Calloway and Langston Hughes can walk in that bitch. I don't want music from the now playing. I want zoot suits and fucking cabaret girls. And
fly me to the moon.
Yeah, pretty much. DC is actually going to be performing.
This one's for everybody.
Can I come and bring a Tommy gun? Like, I just want to have like.
Oh no! If you came out Dick Tracy, I would not mind. Like, I want that vibe, because anything that I'm going to do event planning wise, it's going to be very much a play off of me. And I'm campy. I like costumes. Any reason to dress up, I'm down, but there's not a lot of opportunities. And then a lot of the grown and sexy events to go to, they're a little ratchet and not like the fun ratchet.
Spicy.
And I'm like, no, I'm not about that. So, my tribe will find me. Water finds its own level. So it's going to work out. But every time I'm on a recording, I'm saying this now, I'm going to be paid to be myself. So that's that.
Support.
Oh, and I'm cosplaying this weekend. Spoiler alert. I don't know who fucking I'm gonna be, but I'm cosplaying this weekend. I have no clue.
Well, so wait a minute. You literally are taking Con Crunch and literally crushing it in a span of 3 days.
And I've never done that. Normally, I have maybe like 80% of a build done or an idea. I have been struggling trying to think, because I've been so busy thinking about HNIC Con and Blurred Con and other stuff, and then the event stuff. So I'm like, damn, what is a bitch gonna be? And then I don't know. It's struggling. It's struggle bus. And then the stuff I want to be, you need 3 months. It ain't gonna happen in 3 days. No. It's not happening in 3 days. So we'll see. We'll see what's on y'all timeline Saturday.
All right, DC.
I'm a cosplay.
Air.
That ain't hard.
Not that so hard. Don't say that.
It's just really a hoodie and a fucked up disposition.
And the patchy beard.
Yeah, that too. It's a struggle beard. I refuse to shave it just because.
I'm gonna draw one on my face and then just smear some parts, and then
that's all you gotta do. That's all I do in the morning. I really just get up, take it out of a bag. I gumball it every morning.
I love that you're rewatching that show. Gumball's so great.
God!
I'm mad because I got to the end. I want to start all over again.
I love Gumball.
That's my shit. Great. I watched all 4 seasons like in the last 2-3 days. I was getting paid for it too, so
I know that's right.
My job don't know yet, so don't tell them.
I mean, you don't have no job. We already discussed it.
True.
You ain't never working for no place too long.
Oh my God.
Where
can they find you at?
Home. In their hearts.
Yeah, after watching Gumball on the job.
Yeah.
You might be at home.
I am. I usually is.
Stupid Chris.
They don't watch. They don't watch black people stuff too much.
They're like, it's not necessary. He's not important.
Oh, more than one Negro? I'm cool on that. I'll pass. Give us the recap when you come in tomorrow, Chief.
Pretty much. The Chief.
You can find us tomorrow with Geek Salad and our guest host, the Audacious Black Film.
Yes, Brandy Brown's coming on.
The other Brandy.
Yes, the other Brandy.
Also, you can catch me, Chris, and Courtney doing a podcast versus this Friday with Sassy But Classy out of Orlando. Ladies, be prepared. Get your galoshes. It's about to rain. Male testosterone all over you.
Not the galoshes.
I'm
Jesus
glad
Christ.
we reiterated that.
I didn't know where that was going.
I was like, yo.
Actually, I'm not going to lie to you. 95% of the shit I say, I don't know where it's going until it starts coming out. Then I try to pivot on the fly. It's going to either go good or bad. I hope you don't have sponsorship when I come on, because
this is about to go off the rails.
You go left or right, depending on what kind of No, but you can catch me on IG at @WhatTheShit_podcast. Season 5 is in full effect of What the Shit. We are really crunched for time. We're running out of space, Chris. We're starting to triple book people. Shout out! I got a shout out before I do anything. I do got to shout out Smiling Selmy Alvey. He's a UFC fighter who came on our show. Yes. He had a fight this weekend. It didn't go his way, and right now he's soul searching. I want to wish him the best. He is a great dude. He's a fighter who puts himself out there, and for him to take the time out to come on to our show, days before he was getting ready to fight, it meant a lot. I've been in touch with him, and I'm going to continue to stay in touch with him just because he's a great guy.
Yeah, he is awesome.
But he's soul searching right now, and I know what that feels like, to do something you love and do it for so, and you don't feel like you're doing it at the level you want to do it at, and you feel like either I quit or I give up, which sounds the same, but it's not. So I just wish him the best, and I hope he continues. Even if it's not fighting in the UFC, I just want him to continue, because he's a good dude. Like I said, I have private conversations with him since he came on our show, and he's been in constant contact, and he's a good dude. So I appreciate him. I appreciate everybody, and thank you. Watch tomorrow night live at 8. ESPTN.
I was about to say, we're going to ESPN. We're going to get.
I wish.
Like, damn, y'all doing it.
Getting close. I'm speaking into the atmosphere.
There you go. Stephen A. Smith, we coming for your job.
Not your hairline.
Not your hairline. Keep that.
What?
Lay off the weed. He be saying the funniest shit ever. I don't care what nobody says.
That is blasphemous.
That
is blasphemous.
I live for him just shredding.
I ain't gonna lie. Stephen A. Smith got the fucking. If he came out with his own dictionary, that shit would be like fucking 45,000 pages. This dude come up with a new big ass word every fucking day. Right. I never know where he's at.
Like, and he only has one setting. That's also what
loud.
I know.
It's loud.
The
temerity of the audacity of these niggas to think that they will smoke weed. Lay off the weed. Dallas, how about them Cowboys, Jerry? I'm like, damn, Steven, you don't ever turn out.
He holds the scotch in his hand with a cigar.
Yeah.
And then what I love about him is, in my opinion, you can tell that he is not listening to someone to listen. He is listening to respond, baby. He is looking at you like, when are you done talking? Because I'm about to light your ass.
He trying to Birdman him. Are you done or are you finished?
Are you done or are you finished? He be over it. But anyway, go ahead, Chris.
You can catch me on Chris.Fury1 on IG. You can also catch me on TikTok, ChrisFury1. You can also see and go to the IG page. Hold on, here we go. The IG page, and find the link at the bottom. This IG Blurred's Eye View, all one word, lowercase. You know how it is on IG. Every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, you have conversations like this with people like Jason and Isis Asare. Thank you for coming on. As I say before the end of every show, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We love what we do here. We love the guests that we have coming on. We love the concept that we have going on. And we love providing the safe space for blurs just like us to talk everything that we showcase, the talents, the skills, the topics as only we can. So on next Tuesday, when we talk geek with another blurred member, Remember to entertain yourself and others, educate yourself and others, and most of all, encourage
Go to
yourself
sleep.
and others.
Oh,
Yeah, go to sleep.
Yes.
Encourage yourself and others. And until then, we're out of here.